You keep on telling yourself that you're not posting consistently because you care about quality. I used to think the exact same thing. That's why I started to do 30 videos in 30 days. But by day 6, I almost found myself quitting the challenge. And what happened that day made me realize exactly why most people spend years saying they want to create without ever starting. Because when you break promises towards yourself, you're making it harder to trust yourself when you say, I'm actually going to do it this time, and I mean it. So here's my question for you. Why is it so much harder to break one promise towards yourself, but so easy to break 10 promises towards others? It's because your brain is keeping the score. And I figured out exactly what's happening inside your brain. And this is the part I call the trust jar. I've realized when you keep on postponing things you need to get done for the future, you will stop trusting in yourself. And it's exactly like your best friend that says, oh, I'm going to actually do it this time. I'm going to the gym. I will show you. But you already know he doesn't keep his promises, and he hasn't gone to the gym because 6 months later he has gained 5 pounds. And sooner or later your brain will actually take every word you say towards yourself as suggestions rather than commands to get shit done. Make sure to drop a comment down below if this resonated with you. Now the next thing is something that most people don't want to talk about because it's actually the truth that you might not want to hear, but it's actually going to help you boost your life to the next level. And this part I call the excuse test, so bear with me here. Now, when you get started with a goal that you have in mind, you might feel super motivated to get started, even productive. But the deadly thing is, most of the time, you are being in a state of procrastination. And the thing is, the deadly part with it, procrastination usually doesn't feel like procrastination. For example, I've found myself for many years to get into a state of always researching, analyzing hooks, how to create content, finding different strategies to improve my content game. All of this before even getting started with putting out content out there and actually moving the needle and improving through failures and being better each time. I found myself hiding behind research. So I've realized that I didn't lack any information to get started because you're actually several steps ahead of your ideal clients or your viewer. And it's actually a more socially acceptable way to avoid being bad at something. So being afraid of being judged by people. And if you are a business owner, you want to be perceived in a certain way, or you are a creator, you might just have some confidence issues and you want to make sure that you gain subscribers and grow your brand. But all of this is keeping you away from actually becoming more of who you are and growing your business and brand. So that begs the question, how do you actually start trusting yourself again? This is something that I call the pinky promise rule. So from here on out, I don't want you to make any big promises no more. We have to rebuild the damages. I'm speaking from experience here. Don't feel called out. If you do, only love. Rebuilding by simply making small incremental changes in your life and keeping those small promises rather than having all or nothing kind of mindset. Telling yourself that I will do this and I will stick to it. For example, don't promise yourself that you will create every single day for 1 year. Instead, say, I will create 1 video before I go to bed. You will feel so much more in love with yourself. Feel more that you have trust. Like I'm doing right now, I'm creating every single day for 30 days. I'm not aiming for the perfect videos. I am rebuilding the self-trust within me so that I know I will show up when it needs to get done. So I want you to see trust as a bank account. I want you to make incremental deposits to your bank account rather than having huge ones, because it becomes more sustainable. And one of the most important things is to make fewer promises to yourself, but the ones that you do, keep them quality. Make sure that you can keep them. Otherwise, you will just make the same damage reappear. And in order for us to have a better life, we have to stop doing the things and stop thinking the way we did that in a way that actually caused the problem. So who you used to be, we need to stop all of that in order to have a better life, regaining self-trust, making content, make it feel easy once again, one step at a time. Rome was built 1 brick at a time. And it wasn't built in a day. So I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, once again, make sure that you comment your biggest takeaways down below to pay it forward for the next viewer. And good karma is good karma, right? And also make sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with more content like this. So see you in the next video. Peace and love.